Welcome to Data Project Hub. In this video, we will solve a tricky SQL interview question. The question is, find maximum customer ID who placed only single order. That is, retrieve the customer information for the customer who has the highest customer ID and has placed only one order. For that, I have created two tables, the customer table and order table. So, to create the table, DDL and DML will be provided in description so that you can create the table and practice the question. So let us go through the tables and once again go through question so it will be more clear. So we have two table which is the customer table and order table. Let me first of all query the customer table. So here is the customer table. So our customer table consists of customer ID, name, country and state with respect to each customer. Now let us go through order table. Execute and we have order table with order ID, customer ID, item and quantity corresponding to each orders. Now from the table we have to retrieve the customer information for the customer who has the highest customer ID. That is the first condition, that is we have to find the customer with the highest customer ID from the orders table or the order underscore tab table. Then there is one more condition, that is the customer should place only one order. That is the second condition. That is, the ID should be the maximum given customer placed only one order. That is the condition. So when we go through this order table, we can see that customer 1 has placed only single order. Customer 2 placed two orders. So this customer we need not consider when finding the maximum customer ID. Coming down, we can see that customer ID 4, he placed only one order. Coming down similarly, customer 5 placed only single order and 6 placed 3 orders. So we need not consider that in our maximum customer ID condition. And coming down, 7 customer ID placed only single order. And moving down, we only have 14 records. So going through the table is pretty easy. Uh, so the 10th record is corresponding to customer ID 8 and customer ID 8 placed 3 orders. And coming down, customer ID 9 placed 2 orders. And now when we go through the table, we can see that the customer ID corresponding to which there is only one order are customer ID 7, customer ID 5, customer ID 4 and customer ID 1. Out of these 4 records, we know customer ID 7 is the maximum customer ID. That is, retrieve the customer information for the customer who has the highest customer ID and has placed only single order. So our answer should be customer ID 7. And also we have to retrieve the customer information from the customer underscore tab table. So from this table, we have to get all the customer information related to the customer who placed only single order but has the maximum customer ID. Now let us write the query for the same. So we will start with a select clause. Select. So we want customer ID. That is the required output or the output column we require. This is taken from order underscore tab table. Now we have to write a having clause based on which we are going to fetch the customer ID. So our having clause is based on having count of star, that is count of records equal to 1. And before the having clause, we have to give a group by clause also, that is group by customer underscore ID. Now let us run this query and see what is the output we are getting. Yeah, we will get customer ID corresponding to which the customer has placed only single order. So that is 1, 4, 5 and 7. So all these customers has placed only single order. And now we have to find the maximum customer ID from these customer IDs. For that, let us place this query inside a subquery. So we'll consider this query as a subquery. And outside that, I'm going to write a select max of customer underscore ID and giving the column name as customer underscore ID only. And this is taken from the subquery, that is below subquery. Also, we have to give an alias name for the subquery as well, that is some random name. I'm giving here A. Execute this and we will get the maximum customer ID for which the customer has placed only single order. Execute and we have the customer ID as 7. Now we have to find the customer information corresponding to customer ID 7 from the customer underscore tab table. For that, we will place this query inside a CTE with T1 as open and close parenthesis. So we place this query inside a CTE. Now select star from T1. Now we will create a left join with the customer underscore tab table. Left join customer underscore tab table. So this is the table which we saw initially, this table, customer underscore tab table. Once again, let me query the same. So these are the columns present inside the customer underscore tab table, from which we will get all the customer informations. Now coming down, the column based on which we are going to create join is customer ID. So T1 dot customer underscore ID equal C dot customer underscore ID. Now execute this and see what is the result we are getting. Starting from the CTE, execute this. Now we will get the customer ID from both the tables, that is T1 and customer underscore tab table, and name, country and state with respect to the corresponding customer ID. And now here we don't want two customer ID column, so we will remove this star and we will use the C dot star, which means all the columns from the customer underscore tab table will be appearing in our final output. Now execute this and we will get only one customer ID along with all the required details corresponding to that customer. So the customer ID is 7, the name corresponding to that customer ID is Louis, and his country is US and state is Texas. So this is the customer with the maximum customer ID who has placed only single order. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe for more. Thank you.